Hey guys, Dan Heilman back with another Watcher Realms video. Today we're talking about bleeders. So I want to test all the bleeders. I'm on the test server, but I just want to test the global heroes, the heroes we have on the global release on the active server right now. So yeah, we're going to test the 4 bleeders we got, right? So we got Salazar, we got Lugaru, we got Vladov, and we got Komodo. I have them all in identical gear. What I mean by identical gear is they all have attack main stat. They're all level 12, and none of them have any substats that give damage. So they all have identical gear. They all have a level 12 weapon with no damage substats, and they all have a chest that's either level 8 or level 4, but again, no damage substats. So I just wanted to make everyone the same. Not a perfect test, but because obviously you're going to build DPS heroes with crit rate and all that, but I wanted to keep identical gear on all of the heroes in order to make this kind of a fair comparison, because I just want to know how much damage they do, and I also want to test the uptime of bleed for these heroes. So I'm actually thinking right now that Vladov might have the highest uptime for bleed because he has the highest chance to proc it right here, 25%, the highest out of anyone. Plus, if he's A1, he also has a 10% chance to bleed on his basic attack. So I think he's going to be hands down the highest uptime for bleed. We're going to test that at the end of the video, but first I want to talk about the damage. I've already done the tests. I doubt you want to sit here and watch me do the test repeatedly and show you the numbers, but I can just show you screenshots instead. So here we go. I did the first test on easy. Now I have the stats so low because I'm just putting attack, I don't have crit rate and all that stuff. So I didn't want to do the really high levels of guild boss. And also I don't have them unlocked because I'm in a guild and I'm the only person in my guild because I'm on the test server. So I can't really do high levels of guild boss without unlocking them. I mean, I could, but I just wanted to do it on lower levels. So anyways, easy. I did this with Dolores for the attack boost, and we did this kind of damage, right? Salazar 7.5, Lugaru 5.6, and whatever the epic's name, Vladov, he did the same as Lugaru, which really surprised me, Then I threw Komodo into the mix here, and look at that. Actually, I did pretty solid damage by, I put all 4 of them together. So they all ran together. So we basically had 100% uptime for bleeds, all that good stuff. Salazar, again, crushing it. Salazar has, if you didn't know, the highest base attack in the entire game. I have my searchable gallery, so if you want to look at any of them, you can see. I have it filtered right now for bleed because I just wanted to find all the bleed heroes in the game right now. Sargak is the one that I'm not comparing in this test because he's a marksman. I wanted to keep this test between the 4 fighters. I didn't want to bring a marksman in here. So this is the guild I'm in, just my own guild here that I made. So now I want to test the uptime. Okay, so that's the damage. I don't think anyone's surprised. Salazar, an absolute monster. But now let's go in and try some of these. I guess we need to get hard down anyways. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to test. Actually, we'll just do it on normal because I just want to test literally uptime. So how I'm going to do this is I'm literally just going to place them. And I'm just going to kind of take a look. And I'm going to try to go back and post and count what percentage of time we had the bleed debuff up. Okay. So that's how I'm going to do it. I don't know a better way to do it. But that's what we're going to do. Because I think uptime is super... What? Okay, we'll be back in a minute. Okay, let's try this again. I'm going to try to test uptime on the bleeds. I'm going to put 1 in at a time, and we're kind of just going to try to estimate roughly who has the best uptime. I don't know if they're fairly similar. There's a lot of RNG based into it, so I don't know if this is even going to be useful. I may pull this out of the video if I don't find anything useful, but I'm going to start with Vladov because I think he probably has to have the highest uptime. He has 2 skills that land it. And he has quite a high % chance to land it. So bleed's been, he put it up already. It was down for about 1 second. I have no attack speed, by the way. I have no attack speed. I have legit 0 attack speed on all of these heroes. Wow, he almost has 100% uptime. Almost every attack, wow. All right, so it's down for 1, 2, 3. That was 3 seconds of downtime. But man, he refreshes it very, very often. You're going to have the RNG where you don't hit it, but man, he refreshes it almost every time. I'm just letting him auto attack. I'm not even using ultimates or anything. We'll use his ultimate, I guess, here just kind of for fun. I don't think his ultimate has any... when trigger converts max HP and attack and loses, eliminating a target recovers HP. So yeah, that doesn't really do anything. He still uses his autos anyways. We've lost the bleed stack for a little bit here while his ultimate was active. I don't know if that's a coincidence or what. All right, refreshed it before it went away. Refreshed it again already. It's down for 1. Okay, already refreshed. Okay, it's down for 1, 2, 3. Another 3-second downtime. If I had attack speed, I think this guy could keep up bleed 100% of the time. Yeah, if he had attack speed, Vladov seems really good so far at keeping up bleed. I guess we'll go to 3 minutes, and then I'll just count how many seconds of downtime without bleed we had. I guess that's what I'll do for this test. And then we'll kind of compare at the end, and we'll see how many seconds each one had for downtime. Okay, so there we go, 3 seconds. Let's restart, and let's try a different hero. I guess that's what we'll do. We'll go down to 3 minutes, and then I'll just try to count how much downtime we have in those here. Okay, so we got, whatever this dude's name is, Vladov. No, that was the last guy. Lugaru. Sorry. All right, so it's up. We'll again go to 3 minutes, which is 1 minute 40 seconds. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, 7. Wow, big difference. 8, 9, 10. Okay, this guy's useless, man. I don't know if that's just RNG. There's obviously going to be a huge RNG because it's a low chance to drop the bleed, right? So, but Vladov, man, that was a massive difference. I mean, I can see already that this guy has basically no uptime for bleeds. Wow. Okay. There we go. We got it back. I don't think his ult has a chance to does anything with bleed, right? Additionally, this will ignore 30%. Yeah, okay. So it doesn't actually do anything for inflicting bleeds. Lot of downtime. All right, this guy doesn't land any bleeds at all, clearly. I'll fast forward to, you know, another 45 seconds because this guy does not bleed. Okay, that was 3 seconds. He has very bad downtime, at least compared to Vladov. I'll go add these up in post here. All right, let's try the next one. Let's try... Komodo only does it during his ultimate, so that's going to be a little bit different, but... okay, so here we go. Here is the damage king, Salazar. Off to a good start. Oh, I jinxed it. I jinxed it. Okay, the bleeds dropped off. Wow, it is insane. Okay, so Vladov, I think, is going to be the outright winner by 50,000 miles. Okay, there we go. That's not bad, though. There we go. We got it again. Oh, we refreshed it before it fell off. That's cool. Again, attack speed is going to affect this like crazy. The higher attack speed you get, just... And all of these guys have the same base attack interval, by the way. But it looks like Vladov is going to be the clear winner when it comes to keeping the bleed debuff on the target. Salazar doing a lot better than Lugaru. Don't they have the same chance to bleed? He must have a higher chance than Lugaru. I'm going to go through and after this and take a look here. Salazar's definitely going to do the most damage out of them, but I think Vladov is going to be the bleed king, I think. I think he's definitely going to be able to keep it up the most often. Now, he is an epic lord. I just have him by chance on the global server. Yeah, Vladov is definitely going to win this contest. No contest. Literally no contest. Okay, we'll fast forward 30 seconds, and then I will go add up the bleed in post. Okay, there we go. 3 minutes. I think he's pretty on par with Lugaru. Those look very similar. Now let's try Komodo. Now Komodo basically is just going to be however long your ultimate is active is basically how long the bleeds are going to be up there. So you just want to build a lot of rage regen on him, I would think, if you're trying to do it. Because right now, there's just no chance for him to have a bleed up, right? And especially if you're using Hollow, that's going to help you with the bleed up time. Because as soon as I put the ultimate up, he's just going to start bleeding basically right away. Okay, so yeah, that puts the bleed up basically instantly. And his ult actually does last a very long time. So it's kind of nice because you can actually choose when Komodo puts the bleed on the target. You know what I mean? The other bleeders, you can't do that because it's basically just RNG. I guess if you had a crazy amount of attack speed, I think maybe Salazar and Lugaru would do a lot better job. But with 0 attack speed, Vladov being able to keep up the bleed almost indefinitely is quite insane. I mean, imagine if I add attack speed to him. I feel like he's by far going to have the most uptime. I guess I need to do some more testing later with a lot of attack speed. I don't really have the time to do that today. But you can see, boom, now the ult's gone. And there's just basically no bleeds. Komodo actually does decent damage as well for an epic, honestly. For guild boss, if you have no one else, especially if you're using like an Infernal team with someone like Wrath and some of the other heroes, he's quite good there. So here we go. We're going to have it again, and it's going to be basically active now for the rest of the fight. There you go. There's the bleed. He should refresh it basically every hit. Yeah. So he's going to have the most downtime, but you get to strategically pick when the bleed is active. So that could be really nice because, especially in Guild Boss, there was the 3 minutes, especially in Guild Boss because you're trying to break the shield. So you could just wait, use the ultimate right as the shield goes up, get the bleed on, and then that would trigger the extra damage from the artifacts. Oh yeah, his ult's still active, okay. So that'd be kind of cool. So yeah, that's that. Let me go back and look at the footage and post and see what kind of downtime we had for those heroes. I will be back. All right, we did it. We went through, we totaled everything up. Let's take a look. Let's see how it ended up. So again, not a perfect test, but let me move myself out of the way. My camera's changed again randomly. Okay, so 0 attack speed uptime. I basically just literally got the timestamp from every single thing. I can go frame by frame in my editing software, so it is perfectly accurate to... I guess I only have 1 second resolution, but you guys get the point. Okay, downtime. So I basically subtracted, did all the math, blah, blah, blah. I just took the downtime divided by the total time to get the downtime percentage, and then 1 minus that is the uptime percentage. So Vladov... 74% uptime for bleed, Lugaru 32%, Salazar 53%, Komodo 42%. Komodo, you can change, or I guess choose what when to place it. So okay, now let me take just a couple side notes and conclusions and then finish it. So number 1 damage dealer is Salazar, number 2 is Lugaru, number 3 is actually Komodo, and then Vladov, and then the uptime is kind of the opposite, right? Vladov is by far the number 1 uptime. Let me pull up my spreadsheet one more time because I just want to check real quick. Gallery, where's my gallery? Where's my gallery? They have all the same attack time, right? Attack interval 2.6, 2.6, 2.6, 2.6. Yes, they all have the same attack interval. Now let me compare just real quick. Lugaru, I think, has the same chance, right? 15% chance of landing bleed. Okay. 17% chance to land bleed. Okay, so it is a higher percent chance. Okay, so that makes sense. 17%. 15%. That's why Lugaru is so bad at placing bleeds. He only has a 15% chance. Obviously, with attack speed, that's going to get better. They're both going to get better. But if you happen to have this guy, Vladov, he is by far the best person at keeping bleed up on the target. Okay, so definitely if you happen to get him, he is a chaos or chaotic faction, and he is a leader. So... a lord, they call him in this game. So hard to get, but he's an epic, not a legendary. So okay, that's it for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like and that subscribe button. Have a great day, everyone. See you guys.